I saw the email come in on a Wednesday at exactly 2:47 p.m. Congratulations, Jennifer. We're pleased to offer you the VP of Marketing position. Vice President at 33 years old. 6-figure paycheck. Corner office. Company car. Everything I'd been chasing since college was suddenly real. I screamed so loudly my assistant sprinted into my office, convinced I was hurt. In a way, she wasn't wrong. Something was broken. I just didn't know it yet. I called everyone. My mom. My best friend. My college roommate I hadn't spoken to in 2 years. I posted a perfectly curated, humble brag announcement on LinkedIn that racked up 847 likes. I even called my dad, despite the fact we hadn't had a genuine conversation since the divorce. The only person I didn't call was my husband. Not because I forgot, because I wanted to tell him face to face. I wanted to watch his reaction. I wanted him to be proud of me like he always had been, through every all-nighter, every meltdown, every time I chose work over dinner together. On the way home, I stopped at the fancy wine shop on 5th Avenue and bought a $200 bottle of champagne. I picked up steaks from the butcher. I even grabbed flowers, then laughed halfway home when I realized I was basically gifting them to myself. When I stepped into our apartment at 7:30 p.m., earlier than I'd been home in weeks, I felt unstoppable. Untouchable. Like I finally mattered. David was at the sink washing dishes. He'd been doing that a lot: dishes, laundry, groceries, the things I kept being too busy for. "You're home early," he said without turning around. "I have news," I announced, setting my bags down dramatically. "Huge news." He dried his hands and faced me. That's when I noticed how exhausted he looked. "When had that started?" "They offered me VP, I said, smiling so hard my cheeks hurt. "I did it, babe. I actually did it." I waited for the grin, the hug, the lift me off the ground celebration he gave me when I got my last promotion. Instead, he just nodded. "That's great, Jen. Congrats. That's it. That's all you're going to say?" He let out a long, heavy sigh. "What do you want me to say?" "I don't know, maybe act happy for me. This is a big deal." "I am happy for you," he said, but his voice sounded hollow. Detached. "You don't sound like it." "I'm tired, Jen. Really tired." Something in me snapped. I was having the best day of my entire career, and he couldn't even give me 5 minutes of enthusiasm. "You know what?" I said sharply. "I need a drink." "Where's the corkscrew?" "Top drawer to the left of the stove. Same place it's been for 4 years." The way he said it, like I was a visitor in my own home, made something dark flare in my chest. "I've been busy, David. Some of us have jobs that actually require our time." He flinched. "Barely, but I saw it." "I know you're busy," he said quietly. "You've made that very clear." "What's that supposed to mean?" "Nothing. Forget it." "No. Say it. Obviously you want to." He paused, as if deciding whether to keep it inside or let it out. Then he said, "I just think it's interesting that you called a dozen people today, but I only found out because I heard you through the door. I wanted to tell you in person." "You're never in person anymore, Jen." "Physically, maybe. But your mind's always on your phone, your email, the next deadline." "Oh, I'm sorry my career matters. I'm sorry I'm not content just coasting like some people." The second the words came out, I regretted them. David taught high school. He loved his students. He'd never once made me feel guilty about making 3 times his salary. His expression went blank. "Is that what you think I do? Coast?" "I didn't mean." "No. You did." He turned back to the sink. "Congratulations on the promotion, Jennifer. I'm sure it'll bring you everything you want." The dismissal in his voice lit me up. "How dare you make me feel bad today of all days? How dare you not care? You know what your problem is." I snapped. "You can't handle that I'm successful. You can't handle that I don't need you anymore." The words hit the room like a toxin. He turned slowly, and the look on his face was something I'd never witnessed before. Not anger. Acceptance. Almost relief. "You're right," he said softly. "You don't need me. Finally, you understand." I've known that for a long time, Jen. That's why I already found someone who does. The room tilted. What? Her name is Claire. She teaches at my school. And for the last 3 months, she's shown me what it feels like to be with someone who actually wants me around. My throat closed. The kitchen spun. You're having an affair. I'm leaving, he corrected. I filed for divorce 2 weeks ago. You've been so busy you didn't even notice the papers I left on your desk. I thought of the mountain of reports and sticky notes covering my home office. Had there been papers? Had I really missed my own divorce documents because I was updating LinkedIn? David, wait. I waited, Jen. I waited through every cancelled dinner. Through the anniversaries you forgot. Through conversations you didn't hear because you were typing emails. I waited while I disappeared right in front of you. Tears streamed down my cheeks. We can fix this. I'll do better. You'll what? Work less. We both know that's not true. This promotion means more hours, more travel, more of you, not here. But I love you. You love your career, he said gently. And that's okay. But Claire, she loves me. She listens. She remembers I hate cilantro. She knows my mom's birthday. She knows my students' names because she cares when I talk about them. He grabbed his jacket from the chair. When's my birthday, Jen? My mind went completely blank. That's what I thought, he said softly. Good luck with the new role. I hope it keeps you warm at night and asks about your day and remembers you take oat milk in your coffee. He walked out. I stood alone in the kitchen, my kitchen now, surrounded by expensive champagne, celebration steaks, and flowers I'd bought for myself. I'd climbed all the way to the top of the ladder only to realize it had been leaning on the wrong wall the whole time. My phone buzzed. Another LinkedIn notification. Another congratulations from someone who barely knew me. I stared at my corner office future and my empty apartment and realized I had won everything, except the thing that mattered. The champagne sat unopened on the counter. I never did find the corkscrew.